Witch's Hill.
Oh, what was that?
My thingy hit the floor.
Excuse you?
Marbles.
Shifty eyes. You best not be doing that in my studio.
I'm just playing with my Pokemon marbles.
Pokemon marbles.
Yeah, I've got a lovely Haunter here, and a Gengar, and a Ghastly.
Haunter was my favorite.
Haunter was fucking awesome, dude. He's like the punk rock ghost.
Punk rock ghost.
Well, that's how I always viewed him. He always reminded me of just like a ghost who has like a fucking like a mohawk or something, and is just going to like Rancid concerts and like, I don't know, Operation Ivy, just dick it around, and he sees people. Dude, he's literally why Ash died. Just saying. He literally killed somebody. And out of all of Pokemon, that was the most metal thing that happened. He killed the main character.
How? I don't remember this.
Chandelier dropped. He wanted more friends.
Oh.
Yeah. And so him and like Pikachu die, and they like go floating around and stuff, and people are out front, or like Brock and Misty are out front. I'm like, yeah, I wonder what Ash is doing. You know, he's fucking dead.
That's right.
Yeah. I remember seeing that and being like, dude, this got fucking awesome. And then they brought him back, and I'm like, no.
No, he should have stayed dead.
Yeah, he should have stayed dead. You can't resurrect. That's not real.
That's not metal.
We need magic.
And apparently,
Haunter's a necromancer.
That's fucking cool.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you could apparently, like, take away life and be like, alright, I'm gonna lead your soul back to your body even though we crushed you with a fucking thing, and then he gets up, he's like, gee, Pikachu, this is weird, and Pika was like, get fucked, and so they walk out, because I'm guessing that's what Pikachu said.
When he says Pika, he's just like, fuck you.
You know what, just a quick side note, I kind of want them to have, like, this whole Detective Pikachu thing, have a rated R version, where Ryan Reynolds just goes fucking nuts, and just becomes, like, the worst, most violent Pikachu ever.
I still can't picture him as Pikachu.
It's so weird. Like, I just always know him from, like, Waiting and stuff like that, and now he's Deadpool. Yeah. And now he's going to be fucking Pikachu?
I mean, Deadpool really was the role that he was, like, intended for.
Well, I mean, if you want to talk about fucking movies and, like, people doing voiceover at work and stuff like that, dude, Mark Hamill is going to be the voice of Chucky.
I'm curious about that.
Yeah.
Because this was a little unknown gem. Fucking, I was in a dollar store and found, I showed it to you, Sushi Girl.
Oh, yeah.
It was like just a random fucking purchase, and lo and behold, Mark Hamill's character was fucking creepy.
He was fun. He was a fun, like, I couldn't take my eyes off of, like, how he was in that. I've never seen him in any other type of role.
I know. I didn't even recognize him at first. After I watched it the first time, I think it was you that pointed him out. I was like, oh yeah, that's Luke Skywalker. And I'm like, wait. Excuse you?
Yep.
Then after the second time I watched it, I'm like, holy fuck!
I mean, if you want to talk about actors who are just, like, kind of out of place, but, like, they make a really strong impact. I know this movie isn't horror, but The Kingsman. I think it was the second movie that came out. It's like the Golden Circle or something. Fucking Elton John's in it.
Really?
Yeah, and he's like being forced to do stuff, and he's freaking out on people. It is beautiful.
Really?
Watch it for just that reason, if nothing else.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to.
But like how we were talking about Child's Play, we're gonna go back to the 80s today. Welcome to Witch's Hill. I am Pat.
I'm Tim, and I wear my sunglasses at night.
Oh yeah, let's Vice City the shit out of this.
Oh man.
I wish I could show people my stripper dance.
The Vice City stripper dance?
Yeah. Like, we perfected. I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
Yeah, I got a nice bosom.
So we're going to the golden age of horror, and we're going to discuss some of the best horror movies of the 80s.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. At least in our opinion. I know a lot of people probably would argue some of the names on here.
No, I think everyone is mostly in agreement. At least everything that I read and see online is people all agree the 80s was an awesome fucking time for horror movies.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, some of them are really fucking stupid.
Yeah, but that's why they're awesome.
No, I know, but, like, I guess that really comes down to a debate is, like, does that deserve the horror, like, category type thing just because the movie's awesome, or did it scare you? Because to me, it's like, if it scares you, that's definitely horror. It could be in the horror category, but it doesn't necessarily, like, make an impact like that. It makes a different type of impact.
Yeah.
Like when you're watching Trauma videos. I fucking love Trauma. Trauma is amazing. Lloyd Kaufman looking at you. Just great movies. And like, those have like a different spectrum of the whole like horror category. Because they go over the top and it's so fun. It is so fun.
I know they're classified as B movies, but I've been seeing a lot of things that people don't like the whole concept of B movies.
It's kind of a dick move to like...
It's like you're implying there's A movies?
Yeah.
Like,
just like, oh, we're superior? Fuck you. There's like the box office, they're straight to DVD, which is just how it is. But you're still a production company. It doesn't matter. Like, if you're putting out just like straight to DVD or in theaters, you're still putting out product, and it could be better than what's in theaters.
I still say, and I stand by this, that I think certain B movies beat out, or quote-unquote B movies, beat out most even modern movies.
Oh, definitely. I like to know for the fact that the movie Lights Out came from a short on YouTube. Like, I know that's not an old movie, but it's still, like, you know, it came from something that wasn't exactly well known. Unless you were already searching up like horror movies on YouTube to begin with.
Yeah, it was all over YouTube.
A lot of people would consider that to be a like a B flick type thing, like short movies and stuff. Even if they were longer, they would still be considered a quote unquote B flick.
So why don't we dive into this list?
All right. Well, I guess the proper way to start this off is go to 1989. I'm kidding. We're gonna go to 1980. The Shining.
First one on the list.
The Shining!
Everyone argues that this is, I have to admit, this is going to be quite a controversial statement I'm about to say.
What, that it's not horror?
No, but, I mean, I love The Shining for what it is, but I'm not going to lie, I've recently, a couple months back, tried watching it, and it's kind of boring. I'm not going to lie, I fell asleep.
It's not a very action-packed movie.
It's very slow-paced.
But that's the reason why it is. You have to feel the isolation that everybody felt there. Mm-hmm. Why Jack went fucking nuts, and just the isolation. Like, that itself, it's the atmosphere that really brings that movie in a whole, at least I would say.
Well, Jack went nuts because of Rose. That bitch.
Well, yeah, but I mean, also, like, just the fucking ghosts and shit.
That went right over your head.
No, I knew you were talking about the fucking Titanic. Both those motherfuckers sank at the end.
But yes, I mean, it was really, truly iconic for its era.
Oh, definitely.
And I know that's still on the top of most people's list.
What I'm honestly wondering is, are they going to try to bring back The Shining as a remake? They already did it to It. They're doing it to fucking...
Pet Cemetery, that comes out. That's out.
Yeah, that's already came out.
Oh, fuck, yeah, that's right. I forgot that they came out. But... You know, I hear there's talk. I would love it. I would absolutely welcome it. I mean, I'm still fucking... My panties are moist for It Chapter 2, but, you know, that's a topic for another episode.
Did you see what I did there?
No.
I said pig in the middle of that because you said moist panties. There's only one word missing.
Ah!
Sorry. For those of you who have heard our old things, yeah, you got to say moist pig panties because there's someone out there that's going to be like, ew. So
you're going to gross someone out.
Yeah, we're sorry, but not really. No. But The Shining, holy shit, the fucking director treated everybody like shit.
I do have to admit, there was this one video I saw online too that showed right before the axe scene where he's going nuts on the door. It showed fucking Jack Nicholson practicing, and just the way he practices, it's like, oh, that's so fucking cool.
Well, I mean, what do you think the director went fucking nuts on him too?
I mean, or was it that he's just a nuts person?
Maybe a mix of both, but no, I'm talking about I forgot her name. Oh my god. I cannot believe I forgot the name.
Shelley Duvall?
That sounds familiar. Yeah, let's just say it's her, because
I don't remember. I recognize that actress. Okay, first off, I know, big shocker here, I'm really bad at actors and actresses' names. Really bad. I know them as their characters from movies, and I don't bother learning their real names. So when I saw that for the first time, I'm thinking in my head, hey, that's olive oil from Popeye.
Oh, yeah, actually, wow. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wow. Completely insane to completely innocent.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, oh, this is weird.
But the director is known for, like, berating her, making her constantly do more and more and more and more scenes.
Didn't she get fucked up from that movie?
Yeah. Mentally, dude. Anybody would. You kept fucking screaming at her to redo the scene. Like, you're not doing it good enough. You're not doing it good enough. And, like, she would have mental breakdowns. And, like, who can blame her, dude? And, like, when your boss is just fucking coming at you like that and there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Contractually obligated to stay on set and everything. Like,
yeah.
That's hard.
That's really hard.
Question for all of you listeners out there: which version of The Shining did you prefer? I know we're talking about the '80s version right now, but there are technically two versions.
Yeah, we'll end up talking about that one at some point.
Yeah, maybe not today, but later it's the same fucking movie, just different styles of execution.
All right, so what's the next one on the list?
I think this one's right up your alley. The Evil Dead, 1981. Sam Raimi.
I fucking love The Evil Dead.
Oh, yes. Who doesn't?
I mean, you can truly watch this one. I mean, this is the one that started it all. I know this one was, like, major low budget, but it's just so fucking iconic. This is where he created the fucking... This is the start of the cult classic.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's gritty as fuck. That tree scene.
Yeah. Oh, God, the tree sing.
I remember that. My brother showed me that when I was like, fucking 12, 13. And fucking... I was uncomfortable then watching it.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you want to, like, avert your eyes, but it's... I almost said it's unique. I mean, it is unique how it's shot, but holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit, it gets dark. But, I mean, at the same time, you're talking The Evil Dead. It's not The Lovely Dead.
The Necronomicon.
Oh, yeah, let's get the skin book out and just read some stuff from it, because what can go wrong?
And I know we could also discuss briefly The Evil Dead 2, because that technically was also in the 80s. 87, I believe.
Yep, 1987.
And I'm ashamed to admit this. I haven't seen all of Evil Dead 2.
I can't believe you haven't. Like, you of all people.
I know, because I've mentioned it many fucking times. The Evil Dead remake I saw, like, 7 times in theaters.
Mm-hmm. There's still a lot of there's a lot of huff about that movie.
Fuck your huff.
No, that's not my huff. I like the movie. I don't mind it.
That was directed to anyone that has a huff.
Oh.
You know? You got a huff about that movie? Fuck you.
Yeah, get off your huffy bike and get a different one.
Oh man. All right, let's keep this train a rolling.
Oh, you already want to move off the Evil Dead?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you didn't even fire your fucking boomstick. Jesus. Well, there's one scene from the Evil Dead, the original one, that I always just loved waiting for. And that is when I forgot which character it was, they're standing right next to the whole, like, basement trapdoor thing. Yeah. And the monster comes up with a pencil and stabs him in the ankle, and it goes, like, right through that tendon back there.
Oh, fuck.
And she's just twisting it. And the person's just, and they don't fall over. It's just, it's kind of cheesy, but it still makes me squirm. And I was looking for that scene specifically in the remake, and it wasn't there.
Really?
Yeah, I was kind of upset about that one, but whatever, it doesn't matter.
Fuck, I actually forgot about that scene, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's a brutal scene.
It's a brutal fucking scene. I mean, anything that has to do with the heel, I'm always kind of like...
Oh, it's not the heel. It's a... Like if somebody slit that thing right there and you...
Yeah, that's your heel.
No, not your heel. You're like Achilles tendon.
Yeah, but that's like your
that's
heel
not the
area.
heel.
You know, that's going to be turned into a heated debate.
That's not the heel. Fucker.
And then
all right.
And of course, that's the birth of the almighty chainsaw.
Oh yeah, who can forget the chainsaw? The chainsaw's iconic as fuck. That and you gotta save. Shop smart. Shop.
S-smart.
Yeah, damn right. There you go. There you go. I didn't know if you were gonna catch on to that, that's why I went slow. I'm like,
oh, come on.
Come on.
Give me a little more credit than that.
Well, fuck, dude.
Fuck indeed.
Fuck it, we're going a year ahead. 1982, The Thing.
This movie has been brought up more times on this podcast than any other movie to date.
Yep.
And that's okay.
Yeah,
that's the thing. John Carpenter, I love you. That movie. Fuck.
Well, I mean, do you really have to thank John Carpenter for that, or do you have to thank the original novelist, for the Thing from Another World?
Yeah, that's true. But
I mean,
it was John Carpenter's vision that I truly fucking loved.
But it's the original story he's going off of. That's
still,
a debate.
Still, I don't care. It's John Carpenter's vision. That's the one I love. Based on something else or not, I don't care. I mean, this is the golden beacon of the Thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I mean, how do you know that it's not almost shot for shot like how the book was written? Like, I haven't read it.
It's not, though.
Have you read it?
No, I haven't read it.
Well, there you go!
Everyone's always said, though, it's not. It's not exactly an exact adaptation of what the book was.
Huh.
Is John Carpenter's vision.
It's kind of upsetting.
I'm fine with it. I love that fucking movie. I mean, granted, I haven't read the book, but you know what?
I mean, I viewed it like this because I like making movies. I like doing shit like that. But at the same time, I'm divided because yes, I love the way that the movie was executed. But if I don't know the statistics behind everything or like the logistics or anything. But let's say if he did take it and kind of like maneuver it himself, then the same thing can be said about fucking Paul Anderson's Resident Evil movies, which is just a fucking abortion. It was his view, but he went off of the original thing. The original thing was great, but he completely fucked up everything.
I don't think I'm not going to disagree with you on that, but we're not going to talk about that here because we're sticking in the 80s. So, I mean, I don't know what else there is to say about the Thing. It's so fucking great.
Yeah, but what if you could describe one thing about the Thing to get somebody to watch it? What would it be?
That's really hard to pick down to one thing. If I was going to convince someone that they have to see that,
I have 2 words.
Amazing practical effects. What's your 2 words? If you were going to try to convince someone to watch that movie, what would you say?
Mutation and Isolation.
I mean, that doesn't necessarily make me want to see it. But
I just said 2 words.
It.
I said I have 2 words for the movie, and those are my 2 words: is mutation and isolation.
Assimilation.
If you want to see a movie that's creative and is different, well, 1 for the time, and then 2, actually, there's not been many films like this in recent memory. If you're all bent on the atmospherical effect and isolation, well, something draws near and you're not exactly quite sure what, with other factors put into play that have little twists, unlike M. Night Shyamalan.
What a twist.
Yeah, no, I mean, ones that actually make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking at you, M. Night.
That movie. It's really, when you bring that up, how do you convince someone? I don't know. I would just kind of rant at them about how great that movie is until they saw it.
I would say that's probably the closest thing to a sci-fi horror movie other than Aliens.
Yeah.
For the time. For the
time, yeah.
Because, I mean, no, it's not out in space, but it has to do with space.
Yes, because it all stems from a ship, and it's all about this life form that can assimilate you and copy you and be you.
Yeah, essentially. So, I mean,
that's what makes it terrifying.
Yeah, amongst, other things like what it fucking looks like. But yeah.
When it splits apart and turns into a fucking spider head and fucking
rips your face apart and blends with another one.
Ooh. And I would like to say, quick side note, because I love that one so much, I also have to throw a fucking very generous tip of the hat to the quote-unquote prequel. The sequel prequel. That one was done so perfectly just because of that last scene. The last scene tied it in so fucking well. I mean,
it was a good transition.
I didn't necessarily care too much for the CGI monster. I actually like the practical effects. I mean, we talk about it all the time. Practical effects are so much superior to CGI in so many different ways.
To an extent, yes.
So it's like, I definitely like the practical effects version way better.
I will just say that I would have liked the precursor movie, the one that came out in like 2010 or whenever it was, to have not used so much CGI, but used rather like practical effects and mixed in with just like the right amount of CGI. Get certain things that you need to move, but there was something much more appealing in the first thing than the second one.
Yep.
But I guess, I don't know if that's a budget issue or what, but, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yes. Yes.
And you know what? But since you also mentioned it, Aliens.
That's your category. I haven't seen it.
I am surprised because it's fucking great.
I've seen Alien, but not Aliens.
You should watch Aliens. Aliens was really fucking good. I mean, they definitely gave Alien more face time. Mm-hmm. You definitely see it a lot more. And I know that's something else that we've talked about in the past. You know, if you got this monster or being or entity, just a general villain that's supposed to be terribly horrific, it's almost a little bit more horrific the less you see it. Once you give something a face for so much longer, unless the vision is done really well, it kind of loses its edge. And I will say, though, granted, a lot of face time. You see the alien quite a bit. But designed by H.R. Geiger, he did an amazing job on that.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't... even as much face time as it had, truly fucking mortifyingly terror-filled.
You heard about the whole H.R. Geiger thing about them stealing Alien away from him and not giving him, like, credit, right?
Really?
Yeah, it's some real bullshit that they pulled on him.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah, it goes really in depth, but yeah, something to look into is that they pretty much tried to steal it from him. And then they made it like 2 renditions. They're like, oh, yeah, no, this isn't the same as yours. It's like taking that music stand and putting a little piece of red tape on the bottom of it and just being like, oh, yeah, no, that's not your original design, man. Sorry. It's like, what?
Fucking jack off in your eye.
Fucking cucks.
You can eat a piece of fuck.
Yeah. Like, I think they did that in 3?
Well,
2 or 3. I don't remember which one they did it in, but
I hope it would be 3 because 3 was a pile of hot garbage, and I don't think anyone's going to argue with me on that. 4 was just even worse. Ugh. You can go ahead and skip over those 2 if you guys haven't seen that.
Aliens 4?
Yeah. There was a 3, there was a 4.
There was a 4?
Yeah, it was bad.
I thought it went to, like, Covenant and, like...
No, there was a 4. There was a 4. It was...
depressing.
Yeah, that's a way of saying it.
Like, because it was so lackluster and not like the originals? Ooh.
Well, you remember when I first watched 3, how I went on a fucking rant for so long.
Yeah,
so
did.
many fucking major plot holes. It's like, no! This couldn't have happened!
Is that the one where like,
It mostly comes out at night. Mostly.
Mostly. I think that was in 2, actually.
oh, God. Either way.
So yes, Aliens, though, that one, great. Gotta watch it. It's definitely on a fucking great 80s list.
I think the next one is Hellraiser. But that one came out in 1987.
Hellraiser. Who cares? We can jump around. Because you know what? There's so many good
Well,
ones.
I'm just giving the year. Yeah, Hellraiser. Hellraiser was actually not supposed to be as much a horror movie as it actually was.
What?
Yep.
Bullshit! Bullshit!
And mainly in the fact that the Cenobites weren't supposed to have such an impact or like a long role. This is what I heard. Cannot confirm.
A guy in the beginning scene was ripped apart by fucking chains. You're telling me that wasn't meant to be a horror movie?
Well, not... I meant like more of like the Cenobite thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But little did they know that when this movie came out, he created some iconic villains.
Yes, Clive Barker, you are amazing, and Doug Bradley, want me some Pinhead.
He's just gonna kind of get down on his knees there, reach forward.
What?
Yeah, that's what he wants to do to you.
Pinhead?
Yeah.
Wants to blow me?
You do. You want
What?
to. Don't look at me with those denying eyes.
You said that all types of fucked up.
I did, but that's okay.
Trying to make a sexual joke, and the only thing that happened was it blasted back in your face. Yeah.
Because you gotta be careful.
Yeah,
Splashback, man. Splashback is the thing.
Yeah, just like double tap.
So that movie, I that's hard to believe, but that movie was fucking great.
Well, I'm honestly surprised that he didn't want to put more into it. Like, for the Cenobite part. Like, for a good duration of that movie, you don't see them until, like, almost the end. And it didn't really revolve around them. It revolved around, I think her name was Nancy.
I don't remember her name, actually.
I might be wrong. I might be wrong about that one. But, yeah, it revolves mainly around her, and...
You might just be thinking about our sponsor.
I might be. Speaking of...
Yeah, speaking of, let's hear a few words about her.
Are you moving into a new home, or remodeling a home or office? Are you trying to sell a home, but can't seem to find the right people to buy it? Does the energy in certain parts of the home or office feel uncomfortable, spooky, stuck, or blocked? Do you feel your own personal growth, healing, and evolution has stymied? Has there been sudden pain or illness you can't explain? Has there been any deaths? Is anyone having trouble sleeping, restless children in bed, or night terrors? Is there a lot of fighting and bad experiences with the home or office? Do you ever see moving shadows, flying objects, hear voices, or smell weird odors? Do your appliances or machines break down or have mechanical issues often? Do you seem to be having a string of bad luck? If you've answered yes to any of the following questions, please consider getting a clearing by us. Please contact Reverend Nancy for a quote at 630-340-0877 or her partner Amanda at 719-271-7309.
I can't believe that Hellraiser brought us there, though.
Yeah, that was weird. She banished him.
She banished him.
But that is a good movie. You guys should definitely check it out. Don't waste your life watching these remakes like Judgment. God, seriously, there's a meme going around where it shows Doug Bradley as Pinhead, like the good Pinhead, and he's up on top, and it is like, you know, the brand, and then the value package.
Plus.
Yeah, and you see this like baby faced guy who doesn't look anything, and he just looks like he's gonna go and like listen to MCR and like cry his mascara off or something.
Oh man!
Like I'm sorry, but you made the fucking Pinhead look like a bitch.
Everyone agrees with that. I haven't seen it, but everyone agrees with that. No,
dude, I'm telling you, it is so fucking bad. And then I don't know if this is even a different one or if this is the same fucking one, but there's like a new guy who, instead of the Cenobites coming in and fucking, you know, doing all their torture shit, he's like sitting there as like, oh, well, tell me about yourself, and like he's like writing down like, oh, well, we're trying to figure out the punishment for you, let's just figure this out.
An administrative Cenobite?
Yeah! It's like, what the shit are
the
you guys going
Cenobites have
for?
opened up an administrative branch to figure out your perfect punishment.
Yeah, I don't believe Clive Barker had anything to do with that, but
wouldn't be surprised.
No, I would be surprised, because I don't think he'd let other people go and like fuck up his shit like that. If it was him, I'm honestly shocked. But
money will do that.
Is as it is. The original will always remain a very popular thing amongst horror fans, and what's better than beings that just get off on pain?
Yeah.
Not to mention, thank you, Doug, for doing those awesome voiceovers and shit for Cradle of Filth.
Ha! I fucking was so happy when I found that out.
It's like, ooh, is that Pinhead talking to me? Followed by metal? I love that. I love it. But let's move on from other scary paranormal dark monstrosities. Let's have them come through the TV this time, because I think they're here with The Poltergeist.
Yahoo!
Yes, this one came out in 1982.
You know, I'm not gonna lie too on this one.
I hope you don't lie at all, fucker.
Yeah. I probably should stop saying that.
I'm not gonna lie this time.
This time I won't lie. Every other time though. Fuck you.
Fuckers.
I had a really hard time with the psychic chick.
Oh.
I had a really hard time with that. That aside, great fucking movie.
Yeah.
I think I have to go through it again. I mean, I keep saying it on Netflix, so I think I just need to rewatch it.
Yeah. I'm glad when she gets killed in, like, the third one. Spoiler alert. Dude, she's chucked out of a fucking window. Thank God. Thank God. That's like a fan service.
Oh, no.
Oh, should we kill her? Should we get her possessed? No, let's have her fucking fly out a window. Boo! Boo! No! I'm sorry. That is, like, the one thing that drew me away from that movie. I like that movie. I really do. It's creepy. It's to a whole other extent, though, when, like, the house starts getting eaten away.
Yeah.
It's fun and unique.
It is
to put it lightly. It's almost like a Twilight Zone episode.
Almost.
Yeah. Speaking of, I'm glad that's back.
I know
Jordan
you
Peele.
just told me about that. I was like, no shit.
Yes.
All right, so let's keep this train rolling.
All right, Poltergeist has been turned off. We turned off the TV and avoided all that. However, we didn't look at the date, and it's Friday the 13th.
Oh no!
Yeah, 1980, Bretta.
You pointed this out, and then we were watching a video, and someone on the comment section pointed this out. Technically, first Friday the 13th, that's not Jason.
Nope.
That's Jason's mom.
Yep.
Being a psycho bitch.
Yeah, a lot of people are just like, oh yeah, Jason Voorhees, let's watch Friday the 13th. All right, which one? Part 2 and onward, or are you talking part 1? Let's watch part 1. You just got your information all types of fucked up. It's like going to Maury and fucking screaming, Springer!
Jerry. Oh, shit.
Welcome to Oprah. Check out your receipts for the fucks I give.
Jerry. Yeah, and okay. I haven't seen Don't Hate Me. Don't Hate Me.
No,
I have
do
not seen Friday the 13th.
Because that's the shit that I started off on.
Early on, I actually really shied away from a lot of the slasher films. It's like I liked horror. I wanted to be scared, but I didn't want it just some guy chasing someone around.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, a lot of the 80s movies were just that. It's including 70s. 70s were worse with that.
Oh, God. I won't watch... I'm going to piss a lot of people off with this. I won't watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre because I cannot stand that a half hour of that movie, at least, is just a woman running around screaming. It's not entertaining. It's just her screaming, running to a new place to hide, get found, run screaming to a new place to hide, get found, over and over again. And it's like, dude, okay, yeah, you're making... You put me in suspense. You've achieved that goal. However, this is boring.
I mean, at the time, everybody was like, oh my god, in shock and awe. And people
absolutely terrified.
Yeah, puking and stuff.
I mean, you remember Clay, his mom absolutely refused to let us watch that movie. So we waited till she was gone and ran into the library.
You know what's funny? I got in trouble for watching Tremors once. I got kicked out of somebody's house for watching Tremors.
Tremors?
Believe it or not.
Oh.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because those weren't made by God. I'm not fucking kidding, dude. I got kicked out of somebody's house for that. I literally just looked at them, stood up, and just calmly walked out because I had no words. I couldn't even argue. Like, okay, one, it's your house. You do whatever the fuck you want, but are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, at that point, see ya.
Yeah, literally. Just, see ya.
All right, then.
Luckily, I wasn't like 30 miles away, and I just walked home, but whatever.
That's insane.
It happens, I guess. I mean, to each their own, but seriously, fucking lighten up. But yeah, that was Tremors. That's not 80s.
That's
just
not
wanted to
80s.
throw that. I wanted to be cool.
Oh, okay.
Kevin Bacon.
It's okay, there, little.
Bacon.
It's okay, there, little buddy.
Wouldn't it be weird if Kevin Bacon was in a breakfast movie, and they didn't have him playing up strip of bacon? Kevin Bacon is eggs. Just,
okay. He's bacon and eggs.
No, just eggs.
But he's bacon playing eggs. So it's bacon and eggs. Hey.
That's not bacon and it. It's bacon. Would it be bacon in eggs?
I guess it would be bacon and eggs.
We could have it be creepy and it could be made for like a I don't know, a sleeper cell and there's just like a bunch of rice in it.
You better be
That's
careful.
A horror movie.
You better be careful with what you pour into that pot, though, because you could create something. What could you create? The Blob! Whoa!
I was looking at the list and I was just like...
I was trying to think of a way to fucking transition into that, but yeah.
Whatever. Is that going to cause fog?
The Blob was so fucking great. There was one day, it was last year, that they actually had both the original and the 80s remake. And both of them, I mean, the original, I'll still watch it. It's kind of like...
What, was it like back-to-back on a show or something?
Yeah.
Or like a TV?
Yeah, it was like, I don't know, some like AMC or whatever.
Welcome to TBS.
But the 80s version was so over the top. It like vividly show the thing disintegrating people and just melting them. And they're reaching out from inside of it and their skin's just melting away. It was fucking brutal. Oh, I loved it.
I wonder why they haven't tried to bring that one back, or if they haven't.
I mean, you better keep your mouth closed because they hear you saying that, they're gonna do it.
Go ahead and do it. I can just imagine how fucked that's going to be, because it's all it's going to be is just CGI, and if they don't do it right, it's going to look so bad.
You know what? I'm actually really curious. Do you think someone's Rule 34'd that? Is there a blob porno?
Do you want that on your search history?
I'm gonna search that up right now.
Oh no. This is going to be gross and probably really...
Blob?
That's the first fucking thing!
The Blob on Pornhub.
Is it actually the movie?
If it's actually the movie, I'm gonna have a lot of respect for Pornhub. Nope, it's just a fucking cartoon animation of...
You see what looks like somebody's butt in the corner and then just the legs flailing?
This is like someone's first attempt at using fucking animation software, and it's just slowly eating her. Oh, God.
That's some raunchy sex, bruh.
Oh, God.
That's why you don't have sex with a blob.
Okay, that's gotten weird now. Okay, anyway. I'm sorry, that was a weird sidetrack. Definitely don't look up the blob porno, because that's gonna... You're gonna have... The people that are watching your computer are gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Who's watching their computer?
I don't know. Everyone's being watched. Come on.
Yeah, we're watching.
This is 2019.
We're hacking your computers to see what your search history is.
Yeah, and they're probably looking at my search history right now like, this guy's fucked, dude.
Oh, Marvin, we saw you looked up the blob porn, you dirty rascal. Followed by Tubsy.
Oh, we're not...
And Goatsy. Tub girl.
Just keep it going, please. I don't want to go down that route.
Wow, that's a sticky route.
That's a fucking sticky mess.
That's some type of shit that's been fermenting since the 80s.
Quite literally.
It probably came out of the fog!
The fog!
Between midnight and 100 years ago, something happened. That was the most annoying fucking commercial for it. You could literally find that on YouTube. Just
look up the trailer. It was the normal trailer for the fog, and it's just literally the guy repeating the same thing over and over. 100 years ago,
between midnight and 1 a.m.
That's all I really remember.
Because that's all he fucking said.
I was actually surprised that was John. I did not know that was John Carpenter's. Mm-hmm. I mean, I liked the movie. It was okay though.
I said it was fun. There's a huge similarity between The Fog and The Mist. Like a huge similarity. Just one is like bug mutants, and the other one's like ghost pirates.
Yeah, ghost
curse type thing.
Hook hands. Careful, he's gonna hook you.
Fucking hookers. You can't drive anywhere right now without getting hooked on something.
No, not at all. Not in the fog.
I'm hooked on monkey phonics.
Oh my god.
Plug in South Park.
Plug in South Park. I mean,
speaking of, they had some pretty fun, like, spooky episodes back in the day.
Yeah, but not in the 80s. That was like the 90s.
No, there was no... I don't think there were any good cartoon horror things that happened in the 80s. Or not really the 90s.
I don't know.
I mean, Scooby-Doo. But those weren't, like, scary. It's like, ooh, the Monster Mash. Ooh, Fred and his ascot. Jiggy.
So what are some other good mentions from the 80s?
One of my favorites that is just... The movie itself, you cannot take it fucking serious. It is so... It's one of those over-the-top movies. And that is Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
1985. Anybody who has seen this movie knows what I'm talking about. The cast is like... Somebody who is trying to go to a punk concert, and everybody's just like, no, man, let's just be radical. Let's just fucking hang out, whatever. Let's fuck the bands and shit. And they go hang out in a fucking, like, graveyard and shit. It's the typical, like, mixed cast from the late 80s.
Okay.
And so, like, they go out into the fucking graveyard and shit. There's, like, a chemical spill, and then these zombies come back. But the thing is that the zombies goddamn talk. And they're like, brains. And get this, there's a fucking naked zombie that, like, people are like, oh my god, look at her tits. That's so great. I love this naked zombie. And, like, nobody's questioning, like, it's a zombie. It's a dead woman. What are you doing?
I mean, it's really not really, but it's supposed to be. But, you know, they're sick fucks. People get off on anything. Rule 34, man.
Yeah, pretty much. But Rule 34 didn't exist in the 80s.
Oh, it's always existed. That's
34 is for the internet.
Rule 34 was handed down from the ancient Egyptians. I don't know. Very few people know this. They created Rule 34. And it's always been a thing.
They got it from the Anunnaki.
They got it from the Anunnaki. Rule 34. It's a cosmic universal thing. If it exists, there's a video of someone fucking it.
Yeah, this is the reason why Mars fell and we cannot terraform it. It's got a bad search history.
Oh shit! I just started.
Oh no! All the sand's gonna turn red and we're gonna die of dehydration.
All because I looked up the blob porno.
Blob porno. Earth is doomed. The Mayans were off just by a couple of years, dude. It's cool.
That's okay.
Anyway, so yeah, the Return of the Living Dead. You got to check that out. If you haven't seen it, you definitely need to.
I haven't, and I will.
But like we said earlier, Mark Hamill as Chucky in Child's Play. Child's Play came out originally in 1988.
No shit.
Yes, and now he's going to be the voice of it.
I'm so curious about that. When does that come out?
I'm not entirely sure. I kind of missed the release date on it. I was more focused on like, holy shit, he's playing Chucky.
Yeah.
So I was like just focusing in on that and listening to what he had to say. I'm just wondering if the person who was supposed to be in Chucky, Charles Lee Ray, and it took place in Chicago, which I fucking loved. I'm wondering if that character is still going to be in it, and if so, if Mark Hamill's going to voice over someone else live acting, and then get put into the doll, or if the doll is just Mark Hamill's voice or what have. Sorry, I keep trying like not to burp. Does it have a release date?
The 21st of June.
Ooh,
It's not too far off.
just under a month before my birthday. Yay.
Happy little times.
Yes. I'm still skeptical about it. I mean, it could have an A-star cast or whatever, but I'm just worried that it's going to either, one, be over the top and stupid because you know how certain things kind of get carried away. Like, oh, we could have done this back in the day, and then they just go way too hard with it. It just doesn't make sense. It's not quite the original version of it.
You gotta be careful when you're approaching remakes.
Yeah.
I mean, every time anything is getting remade, I'm always just kind of like, oh, let's see.
Yeah, wagging your finger like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, but sometimes they're good, sometimes not so good.
Yeah, it's a real debate. But I don't know. I'm worried that they might change it from him being like a slasher doll to like some type of demonic thing.
I could definitely see them going in that route.
I just don't want him to change his old history. I mean,
Just a serial killer putting his soul into a doll.
yeah, I mean, he was a murderer and just low-life degenerate. He did some type of fucking incantation and put his soul into the doll as he was dying.
Who knows? Time will tell.
Like, that was so fucking metal back in the day. They should do it again.
We'll see.
Like, that part at least.
We'll have just a little over a month. About maybe somewhere around a month from now.
I don't want to wait.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to. How about Friday the 13th? Or not Friday the 13th. Fucking Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm not gonna lie, I've always confused those two.
Really?
I've called...
Smack.
Yeah, I know. That's understandable. I've called both of those movies by both those names.
Like you've called Freddy Jason before?
I've never confused the fucking monster from it, but I've confused the name of the movies.
The monster.
Well,
They were people.
kind of.
No, they were people. Jason drowned at Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah, but he's not really a person anymore. And Freddy, yeah, he was a person, but he's not really a person anymore. He's a fucking nightmare man.
Yeah. But still, like, human form.
Human form.
Depending on what movie you're watching.
Okay, yeah, that's very
You
true.
can change. Jason doesn't, though. He's just fucking... He's like a rotting flesh hunk with a fucking machete.
A rotting flesh hunk.
Yeah, just... He'll fuck you
You
up.
find him hunky? Is that why you said that?
Rotting and hunky.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Kind of does it for you?
What's that body part connected to?
Oh, Jesus.
Damn right.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Nightmare on Elm Street. What did you think of it?
I've only seen bits and pieces. I've watched all the deaths, of course, but I haven't seen a lot of the connecting pieces.
What
Don't
the
give me
fuck?
that look.
Did you just like look up the death specifically?
No, I would just I would go to people's houses and it would be on and I would watch it a little bit, but then I would kind of be doing something else so I wouldn't really fully pay attention.
You know Johnny Depp was in it?
Yeah, I know. And his death was fucking great.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You know, a funny fact, I think from Shelby, she told me the cameraman for that scene, they had to use a unique way to get the blood to shoot up, and the cameraman nearly fucking died. He was in some kind of fucking harness, and he was falling out of his harness, but the director's just like, he's calling for help, and the director's like, no, get in the shot. You're getting the shot. Interesting little fucking tidbit there.
All right, well, I think that about covers the highlights, except for two. And we're going to go through these really quick because we do have like a lot of honorable mentions, which we've seen a couple of them, but others, they just deserve to...
They deserve to be mentioned.
Yes, and you should definitely check them out because every decade has its highlights of horrors, and who knows, maybe because we just don't like something, maybe you'll love it. So you should definitely go out there and check that out. But one of the last two that we're going to talk about is Killer Clowns from Outer Space from 1988. That movie is fucking fantastic. Tim has not seen it, but I'm trying to get him to. Tim, Cotton Candy Gun.
I've seen that one on my Netflix feed so fucking many times, and I've just been like,
You were talking about watching bad movies the other night. This is a bad movie, but it's a good bad movie. It's like The Room of horror.
Oh man,
it's so ridiculous. Can you? Okay, no, seriously. These clowns are so big and like mutated and shit, and there's like people are just like, oh, you're just a silly clown, and it's just like, it doesn't even talk. They're just like, and they just move around and they turn people into cotton candy and like put them in like these little hive type thing. It's so fucking weird, dude.
I'm gonna have to watch it. All right,
it's unbelievable, but you should definitely watch it if you want a really good, ridiculous time.
Okay.
And the last one that we're going to talk about, I guess, quickly is Puppet Master.
Bah! I love Puppet Master.
From 1989.
I can't believe that one was 89.
Fucking Nazis. I think that was the one about Nazis. No?
No, that the one about where they were killing the Nazis, that was 3.
Oh, shit. Well, Puppet Master are fucking, like, tiny-ass dolls that come to life and are pretty much like a... I was going to say superhuman in a way, but they're not superhuman.
Well, Pinhead kind of was. He had that super strength.
But, like, would that be considered superhuman? He's not human.
He once was, but now he's a doll. He's got human hands, human-sized hands.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like if Chucky was a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, they were definitely like a take on the whole killer doll type thing. But there were so many cool ones. Torch was fucking badass. Blade was
Blade's my favorite.
Yeah,
definitely. Original Blade, not from the Littlest Reich, which came out, I think, last year.
Oh yeah, there was a recent one.
Yeah.
I heard mixed reviews on it, so I didn't see it.
Same. But yeah, you were saying like slasher dolls and stuff. A little known thing that people may not have known, if you were into Puppet Master, they had a counterpart, or not counterpart, but like a rival, Demonic Toys.
Now I think
that was in the 90s, but as far as I know, I couldn't come across anything that gave me a timestamp on it.
We'll get to that one eventually.
What, Demonic Toys?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we could talk about that. We could have like a specific episode where we're just talking about all fucked up dolls and weird things that happen to toys in movies.
So what are some honorable mentions? Let's just fly through some of these other ones, because just because we didn't talk about it doesn't mean that they weren't fucking amazing 80s movies.
Alright, well, there's The Fly from 1986, Fright Night from 1985, Creepshow 1982, House, which I loved that movie from back in the day. It's fucked up about an author writing about stuff in his like childhood home or something. Just a bunch of weird shit goes on. It's 80s as fuck. That's all I can really say about that movie. We got Lost Boys from 1987, Halloween 2, 1981, Critters from 1986, Scanners, Cujo, Pumpkinhead, Halloween 3, Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, Gremlins, The Stuff, Lloyd Kaufman. Actually, this one is out already. Pet Sematary, the original.
One I really want to throw in there, I was just shown this by, he's been on a couple episodes, Matt Judd, Intruder. That came out in 1989, featuring Bruce Campbell. Say that right there. It's the first name on there. I'm not going to say what part he is, but that's a fucking brilliantly gory fucking movie.
You showed me an excerpt of it, and yeah, it looks like a fun movie.
There's actually a specific death in our game, which you all have heard. We've had Dove and Warwick play. Mm-hmm. There's a specific death that they did not get to that was actually an idea stemmed from this movie.
Yeah, it was after you...
After I watched it, I immediately texted you. I'm like, Pat, make it happen.
Yeah, you said incorporate a specific thing, so while writing it out, that's exactly what I did. I didn't know at the time it was from that. You told me the next day, so it was pretty interesting.
Oh, God, you need to see that movie. It's fucking wonderful.
Oh, I'm down. Continue on with the honorable mentions. Other than Pet Sematary, there's Silent Night, Deadly Night, Maniac, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Zombie Holocaust, The Omen 3, Amityville 2, Microwave Massacre,
Microwave Massacre.
Yes. Videodrome, Chud,
Chud.
Children of the Corn.
Okay, we have defined what Chud means.
Chudley.
Chudley fuck fugly? Fuck ugly fugly? I don't remember.
Fuck Ugly Fugly was his dad. Fuck Ugly Fugly, and then there's Chudley Fugly.
Anyway. Chud. What the fuck is that thing?
That's a chud, dude.
That's a fucking chud?
That's a CHUD.
Look at what a chud is.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking nightmare monster. I would not want to poop that out.
Oh, man.
I would need staples and stitches after.
Oh, God.
It's like somebody fucking spit acid in the face of a gremlin.
They made a second one? We're going to have to watch this.
Okay.
We're going to fucking watch it.
I almost watched it like a year or two ago, but I couldn't find a stream for it. They had like the title on it. I clicked on it. Nothing happened. But that was a while back. I think it's long overdue to be watched.
Absolutely.
But The Children of the Corn, Night of the Comet. Night of the goddamn Comet. Fucking fuck that movie. Sorry, that's my own 2 cents. It's so fucking ridiculous. Comet. Zombies. What? Sorry. It's The Toxic Avenger, obviously. Cat's Eye.
The Toxic Avenger. I fucking love The Toxic Avenger. Trauma is an amazing fucking company. God, you guys. I can't point that out enough.
I would love to be able to work on a video with them. Or Lloyd Kaufman or anybody. Like, that would just be fun. It would be so much fun. We have so many fucking ideas.
Oh, Mom.
What?
Never mind. It's from the movie.
From which movie?
Toxic Avenger.
Oh.
Oh, Ma.
God damn it, Tim. And only one more.
You had to be difficult?
Yes.
What's the one more?
I don't know.
Oh, you're
Tune in next time to find out.
Oh, man. Leaving everyone on the hook like that.
Yes. It's a metaphorical hook because there is no more.
Well, those were some amazing movies from the 80s. The golden age of horror.
What do you think would be the Silver Age?
Silver Age?
Yeah.
Of horror?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I would say 90s just because I grew up during it, but I don't feel like that's necessarily right.
I'd say it's like the shady part of the movies, the horror era. It's like the shady era because there was so much weird shit going on
In the 90s?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Goosebumps like taking off hardcore.
Well, that was like a kid's thing. That wasn't.
Still.
I wouldn't call that necessarily
Yeah,
like
but
true horror.
But no, it's actual horror.
Horror for kids.
It's still actual horror.
I've tried going through some of those like that. And Are You Afraid of the Dark? And
Yeah, we watched them the other night.
everyone's it's so great. And I'm just like, nah, I'm kind of bored. And these little bastards are terrible actors.
Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong. It's bad. It's bad acting. It's bad execution. But what I'm saying is that it, like in no other time in history, at least for like the filming aspect of it, there hasn't really been much for kids. I mean, other than like Scooby-Doo, which always has like some type of childish humor behind it. It's just like, oh yeah, it was always someone underneath a mask. It was always this. Or if you got to the single movies of Scooby and Shaggy meeting like the Monster Crew and the typical monsters, like the Mummy, Frankenstein, Dracula, you know, all that. There was never anything else. And then the 90s come around. You got Goosebumps. You got Are You Afraid of the Dark? You have So Weird from Disney, which was short-lived but still a interesting show. But it does go into that whole category of the nostalgia factor. I cannot go back and watch So Weird anymore.
Okay, then.
Yeah, but it's got something.
Well, as always, like, subscribe, follow, click that bell, stay notified. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all of the bullshits. Crinkle, crinkle.
I thought you were going to actually give the thing.
What?
You can follow us at facebook.com/Witches Hill Radio. Or send any of your inquiries, questions, or art to witcheshillradio@gmail.com, and we will be in touch.
Yes, we will.
Yes.
Yes, we will.
Yes.
It's getting nice out. I'm digging this weather.
Yes. And next week, a death match.
Oh, we're announcing that.
Yeah, fuck it. Death match next week.
Those are always fun. We'll have a special guest on this one.
Will we?
Yes, we will.
I don't want them touching anything.
No, they're not going to touch anything, but they're just going to dictate.
You said dick, and I don't like that. And then you said tate, and I don't want my tater tots anymore. End of episode. I'm leaving.
Oh.
I'm upset.
See you guys
I
next time.
want my tater tots!
You don't get any!
I want my tater tots!
Witches Hill.